Hey there. So, you're a dog owner in North Dakota, and you're looking for the right person to help you and your pup. Well, you've come to the right place. This is a practical, step-by-step guide to help you find that perfect trainer right here in your state.
Because that's really what this is all about, right? Training isn't just about sit and stay. It's about building a confident, happy dog that you can take anywhere and really enjoy your life together, both at home and out in the community.
We've laid out a simple roadmap for you in 5 sections. We'll kick things off with how to start your search, then we'll get clear on your goals, look at different training methods, help you pick the right trainer, and finally, talk about where to practice those new skills. Let's get to it. All right, first things first, we need to talk about what makes North Dakota a little different when it comes to dog training. Understanding the local scene is a really important place to start.
Think about it. A good trainer here gets that your dog's world isn't just a city block. It might be a small town, a farm with tractors, or even a busy street festival in the summer. You need training that prepares your dog for the life you actually live here.
Okay, now for what I think is the most important step. Before you even open a search engine, you have to know what you're looking for. Getting really clear on your goals is going to make this whole process so much smoother.
So just take a second to think through these 3 things. Is your dog a bouncy puppy or a wise old senior? Are you just trying to nail down the basics, or is there a specific behavior problem you need to tackle? And does your life look more like walks in the city or life out on a ranch? The more you know your own answers, the better.
And here are some of the usual suspects, the most common reasons people look for a trainer. See anything familiar? Pinpointing your main challenge, whether it's your dog pulling on the leash or getting anxious when you leave, really helps you narrow your search to a trainer who's an expert in that area.
So you know what you want to achieve. Now let's talk about how you're going to get there. It's time to get a handle on the different training approaches and formats that are out there.
The method you're going to hear about most, and for very good reason, is positive reinforcement. It's all about rewarding your dog for making good choices. This makes learning fun for them, it builds a really strong bond between you two, and frankly, it just works for creating behaviors that last.
Now, how is that training actually going to happen? Well, you've got 2 main options. Group classes are awesome for learning to focus around other dogs and people, but for some dogs, it's best to have some basics down first. Private lessons, on the other hand, give you that one-on-one attention for your specific issues. They can even happen right in your home, which is perfect for solving problems where they start.
All right, you've got your goals, you understand the methods. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do you actually find and choose a qualified professional you can trust?
It really comes down to these 3 simple steps. First, we'll check their credentials. Then, we'll cover the most important questions to ask. And finally, we'll look at what you can expect it to cost.
So what's the deal with all those letters after a trainer's name? It can seem a little confusing, but they do matter. A certification shows that a trainer has invested in their education and is committed to certain standards. For general training, something like a CPD-TKA is a great sign. If you're dealing with tougher issues like fear, you might want to look for a credential like a CBCCKA.
And of course, we've got to talk money. This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark of what you can expect to pay for training here in North Dakota. A set of group classes will likely be in the $100 to $200 range, while a single private session usually falls somewhere between $90 and $165. Just keep in mind, prices in places like Fargo or Bismarck might be on the higher end of that scale. You should think of this as your interview checklist. When you get a potential trainer on the phone, run through these questions. You want to hear them talk about positive methods and professional development. And this last one is so important. Ask what's expected of you between lessons. Your practice is what makes the training stick. Okay, you've found your trainer and the sessions have started. But the learning doesn't stop there. The next step is taking all those new skills and putting them to work out in the real world. This is where it all comes together.
The trick is to find places that are a little distracting but not totally overwhelming. For example, the trails over at the Red River State Recreation Area are just about perfect for working on that polite leash walking with some real-life distractions around.
You can also use local spots to work on specific skills. A nice fenced-in dog park like Lindenwood in Fargo or the Gateway to Science Park in Bismarck gives you a safe space to practice things like coming when called and greeting other dogs calmly.
So just imagine for a second. How is having that calm, confident, well-behaved dog going to change your everyday life? Best of luck on your training journey. Having a wonderful canine partner truly makes walks in the park, having friends over, and just getting around town more enjoyable for absolutely everyone.